All right, all right. Are we here? Who's here? Who's left in the chat? We got Silver, we got Lincoln, Mr. 407 boy in the house. What's up, Ari? How you doing? You're a hopeless goblin. Yeah, can you hear the sound and the music okay? Background music. I think it's good. I think we're good to go. I don't know why it won't let me scroll up. Silver in the house. Lava was here earlier. And we're not moving. Nothing's happening, so probably be a short stream today. Breakout to the downside since October. It's been doing this. Yeah, we're not doing anything. It's just dead in the water as of now. Audio, video, good. I appreciate that, my man. Silver. How many people we got in here? 8 people. Not bad. You guys off today, or you guys working? Let's see. So, is there anything moving? 93k Bitcoin. How is XCN and ZBCN holding up? I imagine since we're not moving, everything's in the same spot. Everyone's bearish. Yeah. XCN still macro bullish in my opinion, but we're not moving, going down. ZBCN. Oh. Why don't you guys tell me ZBCN is pumping a little bit? We're gonna we're gonna have to adjust here. I don't know. Is ZBCN breaking out? We're above the 382 we were looking at. Getting stuck right now at the 0.5. Not looking bad, but I really want a monthly candle to close above. So we still got 12 days left on ZBCN here. Because as we go down to the weekly chart, we did have a breakout last time, but it fell right back down into the pattern. I would say if you can get up to 3.7 and break over that, it's confirmed breakout to the upside on ZBCN network here. All right, back over to the chat real quick. What's up, Robert? How you doing? Off today? How's she doing? What's up, DZ? How you doing, my man? We've been missing you. ZBCN network. Yeah, ZBCN is pushing a little bit. But like I said, on these weekly candles, I mean, last time, like I said, we had a breakout, but then we fell right back into it. But when you zoom out to the monthly, that's when you can clearly see all these monthly candles are getting stuck. So we'll just watch the key levels and see what happens here, because we could easily pull this down like this, and you can clearly see it's still in the downtrend at this 0.5. But we are bullish over the 382, so over this 203 level, it's not looking too bad. It's looking bullish short term at least. And like I said, break through the 0.5 where it's getting stuck now, break over the 618 at 2037, and then we have something. So it needs to go up another 13% and break over the 618. High to the low, 618, official breakout from the last time it tried to break out. So we will see what happens. Got 12 days left on this monthly candle. What did you say? Stronghold? We haven't looked at Stronghold in ages. THQ has a 5 million market cap. It's going to pump hard. Is that on Coinbase? THQ. I want to say I've heard of that. You've been on vacay. Okay, I gotcha. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Someone said something. Oh, I guess not. Buying the dips, says Ari. THQ. You say it's going to pump hard. We will see. But it doesn't matter because I have no money to put in the market right now. So THQ, I want to say we did look at that, but let me see. Sounds familiar. Oh yeah, we did look at it. We got two different charts. We'll see which one's the better one. Oh, this thing? What time frame did we look on it last time? I don't know. It's not looking too great. It looks like the last time we looked at it, it was holding the uptrend, but now it's just starting to break down. I mean, do your research on it. It's a low market cap. It is on... Did we say it's on Coinbase? Yeah, I mean, it's on Coinbase, so anything can happen. You can argue that it's in a wedge. A bullish falling wedge pattern here. Daily chart. Yeah, we'll just keep it simple on the 3-day chart here. Let me pull this over. This 3.6. So I don't think there's really anything we can do with the chart. Just it's a low market cap Coinbase coin, and it's on the bottom. It really can't go lower than it is, or it's just gonna be one of those coins that just continues to go to zero. So just be careful. But if it pumps hard, I would have to go do my own research on it. Yeah, at least a 618 pump out of nowhere would give you a 2x move, so that's not bad. Up to about 7.5 cents. Okay, stronghold. Alright, we got 10 people here. What are the votes saying? All the bulls and the bears are tied. 9 votes. Let's go. 2 likes. 11 watching. Man, what has it been? When did XCN pump? XCN was the last time we had a large stream with 200 plus people on the XCN pump. We've been dead ever since. It's unfortunate. Alright, let's see. So, Stronghold. I forgot about Stronghold, to be honest. Well, while I'm on the THQ coin, if it is going to rocket out of here, let's say you do break the 618 for the 2x, then you have a new high potentially at about 17 to 20 cents. So, about a 4.5x on THQ is possible. I mean, that's not bad. Stronghold. Yeah, someone commented on one of the old Suku videos saying we need to update. Suku's going to 0. Wow, yeah, we haven't looked at Stronghold in a while. Oh, we got to look at Velo. Because Velo was in a rising wedge. Oh no, this is not good. This is telling us what Bitcoin's about to do. Damn. I mean, it is Stronghold. It's not Bitcoin. But yeah, you're back above the 786, so that is good. You dipped all the way back down. You put in a slightly higher low, so it's not all bad. This is back when we had different colored lines. Let's move that out of the way. So we're gonna clean this up real quick for Stronghold. So it needs to get back over right now, short term, low to the high, about 207 or 208 pretty much. But we're gonna move that. Like I said, we're gonna clean the chart up. Came right up to the 1272 and got stuck. But the reason I'm comparing it to Bitcoin is we're looking at Bitcoin. It has the same scenario going to where you have the higher lows and a lower low on the monthly stock RSI. So you already had the higher high. I'm going to do the same thing on Bitcoin. So when you put in this high here, and then you got this red candle, that was it. You put in a lower high on the RSI, higher high, bearish divergence, and then that's why this played out. Now you're making a higher low, and you're putting in a lower low, and you're about to cross bullish on the monthly stock RSI for Stronghold. So we should get a pump back to the upside here. and get this thing to make a higher high, if not to the moon. But I know no one's screaming moon right now. We're going to zero. It's a bear market. But at least a higher high. Maybe you hit the 1414 at 4.5 cents. So stronghold off of the hidden bullish divergence and off of the higher low with that market structure we like to see. Could be headed for that 4.5 cent range for a little over a 5x from here. So that's what the chart is telling me. It could be different. Where do we want to draw this? If we could break down, no one knows. Let's get our channel drawn here. Yeah, we'll draw the channel and push the narrative so you can see that a move back up from that divergence. Bring you back up here, tag the 1414 before we see what's going on after that. So that's my thoughts on stronghold at the moment. The macro monthly chart is bullish. All right, I got to get back over to the chat. And if it just rockets out of here, maybe 41 cents is in play. I don't remember our old target for stronghold. We haven't looked at it in so long. That's a 46x though. Jeez. All right, back to the chat. Yes, THQ is on Coinbase. It's solid just a little bit. And it will rocket. Cha. Oh, Cha's on vacation too. He's not working. He's always working. All right, we're back. Did you buy any coins? No, I don't. Since I lost the money on Toshi, I'm out. Toshi stole my money. I'm completely out again. It's gonna be a while before I can get back in. And it's gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna buy if I ever get back in. Buy THQ with you? Yeah, that'd be nice if I had some money, but I have no money. Lost the extra money I had on Toshi, and everything else is going to pay bills. And the bad thing is there is discussion at my job that hours are going to start getting cut. We've already had some shifts not even come in because there's no work. So that's great. Everything's bearish. What's up, Metal, my man? Still holding on to Jasmine. We got DMV Kings for 2. I appreciate that. Can we look at ACH? I appreciate the 2. That's awesome. Driving me bonkers. It's driving everyone bonkers. It's ridiculous. Yeah, everyone's looking for a small pump back up to about 100K, and then it's over. But yeah, we'll look at ACH, and then we'll go over our bullish Bitcoin, just like Stronghold here. I know everyone wants to say we're going down because of the bull market support band and whatnot. But these macro charts are telling me we got to go back up. It's like I said before, you guys know how bad it's going to get if we don't actually, if we go back down and we're bearish for the rest of the year. Just no one's here now because it's so bad. Just imagine if they hear no one made any money. Everyone lost money for the last 4 years. There was no alt season. Who's going to come back? Where the hell is our ACH chart? We had this problem last time where our charts were disappearing. Damn. What are we on? Trading View. Trading View is starting to piss me off. Now I gotta hunt for the ACH chart that we've had for ages. It may have been the crypto one. Let's just check it. It's annoying. Damn. ACH, come on. Alright, we're just gonna pull up several. The Binance Tether. It's just so annoying having to do this on stream. The OKX chart is probably not that. It's probably not the Poloniex. That's futures. Damn. I just need to get my phone and just go look up the last ACH video on the channel and see what chart we were using. All right, here we go. It must be the Coinbase chart. All right, so I'll just get rid of the others really quick. All right, ACH. ACH is back above our line. I still don't think this is the right chart. But it's a chart, so we're gonna roll with it. So ACH, we're gonna pull this over. We were extremely bullish on ACH at one point, you guys remember. But once it broke market structure, it turned bearish. I mean, we hit the low again. Right back down at the bottom, so a double bottom on the macro. And it's back above our green line. But I'm going to move that. And we're just going to keep it simple on ACH. Had a nice little pump off of the bottom. And then we'll just go from the high here to the low really quick. And you can clearly see you're stuck right. Or no, maybe we're holding the 382 on the weekly. Yeah, so we're trying to hold support right now to put the bottom back in. Monthly candles getting stuck. So we are starting to cross bullish on the monthly stock RSI, but you can see that green candle did come in. So right now you got to get over 1-1, and then the 382 is right at that 236. So we'll just keep it that simple. It's stuck right now on the weekly, it looks like, and the monthly. So this 119 level, and then bullish over 16. 016, macro bullish over 27. Until you get over those prices, it's not macro bullish. Short-term bullish over the 236 and the macro bottom in, and then macro bullish over 27. But like I said, you would have to think that is the bottom because it came right back down to the point where it was last time in December of 2022. All the way back down to the bottom for ACH. And then ACH, the 50 cent, 60 cent dream is out the window, I believe, since we did come back down to the bottom. So a 618 retracement up to 6 pennies, a little over a 5x from here. It would have been way more if you would have bought the bottom. And then 11 to 12 cents would be almost your 10x or so, because I don't see it going all the way up here anymore unless we have super cycle and we actually start moving and we actually see things change. That is a 53x to about 62 cents now. But I appreciate the 2. What's up, Flip Coins, my man? How you doing? If we go up to 100K and it gets stuck, then it's probably over. That's what they're calling for, but we'll see. We'll look at Bitcoin in just a moment. Should have listened to Ben and bought Bitcoin. Crypto and stocks will go down into March or early April, guaranteed. I mean, we'll take it. You know, we're here a couple times a week now, and we're here. So when something does happen, if we do pump up and we get stuck and it's not looking great, then we're gonna call it and say, you know, a little relief rally. If you want to get out, get out. Not financial advice, but we're going down. You started an Ondo bag last night. Oh, y'all are chatting. If you had some money, what coin would you buy? Flip coins, my man. Yeah, make sure you guys answer the poll. We're already 20 minutes in, 21 minutes in. Hit the like button for me. Check out the description. I did switch up the crypto addresses in there so you guys can send different ones. I took out some of the ones that are going to zero, added some more. Added Link, Bitcoin Cash, and some others. BNT. Yeah, what is BNT doing? But honestly, to answer that question, the job's good. I worked my ass off for the last 3 days, like all over the place at that place. Not to say that I'm the best at my job, but being good at your job and all the different jobs they put you on, and then they see that, and then they want you to do everything around the place, which that's my problem right now. And they want me in every little section of the building for hours on end at the day. Do this job, do that job, take over this, do that. And it's so much walking. Just being in the building alone, I walk probably 12 miles. I do walk 11 to 12 miles every day throughout the building at work. And then the physical work is just, I'm sore today, put it that way. But yeah, it's going good for now. We got Slava back in the house. What's up, my man? Okay, what are we looking at? Waiting for... Okay, I saw that. Okay, so if I had to buy a coin, I'm not going to chase a meme coin anymore. You guys already know the Toshi story. I was late on XCN. I'm going to buy something. Yeah, Toshi looks like crap. Honestly, Litecoin and Link, I think are very safe bets. That's my opinion, though. I know Ben Cohen just put out a video on Litecoin going against Bitcoin. It's still going down. The Litecoin Bitcoin pair is still going to zero. And yet we have that same monthly bullish divergence on pretty much everything. But just look at Litecoin here. I think the fact that the BTC pair is going so far down, Litecoin should rocket out of here at some point. It's going to pull a Zcash and just blast out of here. It's not moving. It's slowly getting squeezed in this very large pattern. So this is probably one of the ones. If I had money right now, it would take a lot of money because these coins aren't going to, do 50x. They'll do a 10 to 20x like Zcash did. So putting $100, $200, $300 is not going to cut it. You got to put, a decent amount on these coins. But I think they're safe bets. I think maybe a 1618 at $1,300 would be an 18x. So 18 to 20x on Litecoin once it finally busts out of here. It's been holding over the previous high, wedge pattern, like I said. Looks very good. Very bullish looking macro chart for Litecoin. But like I said, you got to put more than $500 on it. Preferably more than $1,000, but I don't have it anymore. I put my $2,000 on Toshi, and Toshi ate it for breakfast. Instantly ate it for breakfast. But yeah, to answer your question, I like the Litecoin chart, and then I like Chainlink. I think Chainlink's due for a big move up. Unless it breaks down and we see otherwise. Where did our Link chart go? Link's holding up very well. Higher highs, higher lows. Hidden bullish divergence, as we keep saying. Holding over the 382. It looks good here. Unless it pulls an ACH and breaks down, then I also like Chainlink here. Hopefully it does nothing for another couple of months so I can try to get back in. Or get back into the game here. But our target box anywhere from 100 to 150. I think 100 is very possible. That's an 8x and then up to about an 11x to 150. It may go higher than that, but those I like this box here. But the reason I'm looking at this coin and Litecoin is because they're solid. I think they're good for pumps. They're not going to pull a Toshi or some of these new coins that just go to zero. Not saying that I know they're going to go up, but I think they're safe bets. What's up, Craig? How you doing? You have bad news for us? What's the bad news, my man? Are you being a bear? Is it time to eat yet? Hard work equals better health. What's up? What's up, Roger? We got Roger in the house. Oh yeah, I know. Ever since I've gotten off my butt and started working, I've lost what? I did at one point. I lost 80 pounds, but gained a little back. 2027 Litecoin halving. That's too far away. All coins just broke support and formed a head and shoulders pattern. It will be a brutal sell-off, not financial advice. So you're in the camp with Ben Cohen then. You think we're about to go down. Balls deep in THQ. Checks my money easy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. You got to have the money to make the money though. Even if it is a couple $100. It'd be nice to put a couple hundred, slowly get back into it, but just don't have it. I don't have $100 to throw on a coin, even though if it does, 3 or 4x from here. Yeah, it's probably going to go up. Money will flow into commodities. What is the altcoin chart? Toshi got it. Yeah, Toshi's going to pump back up. I don't doubt that at all. It's just I bought in and went all the way back down to the bottom. You gotta make money all around. That's good. But yeah, those are the two charts I like. What is the BNT? Also, Bitcoin Cash looks like it could take off at any moment. Yeah, Bancor Network here. Still holding up. Very nice looking macro chart. This is another one I would buy just because I like the chart. It's an older coin. And it could easily have a decent run to the upside. It hasn't moved since we looked at it last time. So if you even get a 618 retracement up to about 260, that's almost a 6x from here. So there's still time on BNT. Looks like we got a sea of red going on. Always bearish. Oh, I forgot about Blocktopia. You guys remember Blocktopia? Oh, man. Yeah, back when I was on, I don't know if it was MEXC or what was the other one? Or Bybit. Or whatever exchange I was on, shorting and longing. I really wanted to short this coin, Blocktopia, but it wasn't on there. And now look at it. Damn, if he would have just put in a short position in this bear flag. Blocktopia sucks, going to zero. But yeah, really quick with Bitcoin. Like I said, we're not going to be on here long. There's nothing happening. But this could very well just tell us there's one more pump. The fact that they're calling for just a pump up to what 100K or so, and then it's over to the bull market support band. I mean, that may be the case. So if we come up and we hit 100K, 103K, and we're getting stuck and we're starting to pull back, I mean, we're not going to say it's bear market yet until we get confirmation, but it could be. But we got to get over 103 in my opinion to be bullish again. But just like I said on the other coin, we made the higher high off of the bearish divergence, and then we went down. And now that we're down here, where we have that bullish hidden divergence, that should make us go up. Or should tell us we're going up. So we'll see what happens. I still think there's a shot. Just one last move up for a couple of months. 50% move up to about 140K, and then it could be over. We just need that one last big rally. So most people are looking for this, and it's all over. Here, we're holding out hope for this. Well, if I could draw right. To our box, and then it can be over. We go over that every stream, though, so we'll see what happens. All right, let me get back to the chat really quick here. Let's see. What's up, Mr. C5627? Need to buy small caps when I don't have a lot of money. Yeah, but you know how hard that is to do? I mean, I guess it's not as hard as it used to be because I just did it with Toshi. You got your own opinion. JY, Jerry the Turtle. Plume? What is plume? Plume? This coin? It's back to the Shadow Realm edition. It's dead. Yeah, I would not buy this coin. Even if someone gave me money to buy it, it's just going to zero. It looks horrible. It's completely flat on the RSI. Yeah, you would do your research on this one because I don't know what it is, but it looks dead. Plume to zero. If this is the right coin. Large wick to zero. There's nothing I can really do with it either. It's either a bottom or it's not. It's a gamble. So if it falls lower than a penny, it's over. It's going to just melt away to nothing. And you have the 3-day RSI going down already. Weekly's dead. There's no monthly. Daily's going to zero. Yeah, it looks bad. That'd be a complete gamble on this coin. Going to zero again if it falls below a penny, and then there's no life until you get over 2 pennies. Jerry the Turtle, if we can find it on TradingView, I'll look at it, but I'm not going over to Dex Reader today. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I know you're not a bear. The top 10 only. Yeah, that's what we've been thinking pretty much, is just stick to the top 10, to the blue chips, and just... And if you want to gamble, take a shot at the low market cap coins. One last rally to 26K, 126K, just 6x to break even. All right, we got Edmund for 3. I appreciate that. Oh, man, Edmund. He's making me go to Dex Screener. I appreciate the 3. It's going to make me work. He said, go to deck screener. All right, so I guess they have spoken. We're going to deck screener. What was the coin you said? Oh, puppies. Puppies is the first one here. And then I guess we'll look at Jerry the Turtle if we have time. Puppies on ETH is in the same. Ooh, excuse me. Black screen for just a moment. Give me a second. All right, puppies on ETH. It's pretty much in the same spot since we looked at it last time. It hasn't moved. It's still bullish. It still looks bullish. Let's see. Where is our... Yeah, pretty much the stock R size is the only indicator I ever use. It just kind of tells you where the momentum is. The momentum is shifted up. You're above 50, so that's good. You are putting in higher lows, so that is good. My phone is going off in my pocket. Hold on. But it's simply just stuck at the 786 right now. It bounced right off of the 0.5, as you can see. It doesn't look horrible. Let's put it to full screen for just a moment for puppies. But what we will do on puppies, you're stuck at, what is that, 6047. The only other thing we'll do is draw this one. So it looks like you're holding above the 382. I'll pull it over so you can see it better. Yeah, you're holding support over the 382. So as long as you're over 60335, you are bullish. There's no breakout until you get over 6053. Came up and got stuck. High to the low, 618, stuck. It pulled back. So it has to hold this 382 and it has to break the 618. Or this move down is officially not over until you break that 618. And you're getting stuck at the 786 as well, like I said. So you need to hold that key support and break the 6184 breakout to the upside to make a higher high. And that higher high could possibly be the 1272 here at 502 for a decent little 5.5x almost, or it could run all the way up here to the macro for an 8.5x to 5031. So it's pretty much stuck in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't know if it wants to be bullish or bearish. It's stuck in between. But as I always say, do your research on it. 1 million liquidity, 15 million market cap. I mean, it looks decent. And then real quick, Jerry the Turtle, and then we're going to be done with deck screener. So Jerry the Turtle, from the last time we looked at it, it came all the way up to the 1618 and died all the way back down to the bottom. Now it's back at the 0.5 getting stuck. So you're above the 382 at 3033. As long as you hold that, it's short-term bullish. Or no, I guess macro bullish. And then you have to get over 4. Breakout would be over 4.9 or 5. But it came all the way back down to the bottom, and it's back above the 382, so that is good. And then what we'll do, one last thing on Jerry the Turtle. Let's see here. We'll just go low to the high really quick. Oh yeah, you're sitting right on support, right on the 236. It's stuck between a rock and a hard place. The 0.5 is getting stuck, and it's holding the 236 at about 4. As long as you're over 3.5, it's still bullish short term. But it did move up since we looked at it, so that is good. It's just a slow process. Jerry the Turtle to come up to, what is that, 4 zeros right now? If it could eat 2 zeros, that's a 36x. If it could eat 1 0 and hit the 2 above the 1618, that's a 13x. So maybe that's the target it's going for. You'll ask for it one day, and we'll say, yeah, you made the 2. Get your 13x and get out of here. Not bad. Jerry the Turtle is going to be a good one too. Unless the market goes into a bear market and everything dies. It's going to get pretty ugly if we're actually in a bear market. If Bitcoin finally decides to decide where it's going, then some of these coins will never go up. It'll be a bloodbath all over the place. Everyone's going to be running back to the shadow realm screaming. All right, let me get back over to the chat. Okay, let me see. Oh, so Jerry the Turtle just got on KuCoin alpha listing, and they're trying to get on. Oh, they're trying to get on KuCoin. Yeah, we've always had people asking for Jerry the Turtle forever now. You're stacking BTC and waiting now. Yeah, I wish I should have done that 5 years ago. If I would have just bought into Bitcoin. I remember when it was $300, and then I remember seriously thinking about buying it when it was $3,000, and I didn't pull the trigger. I should have. Undead, you have altcoin chart. Look at it. What is the altcoin chart, my man? Do I have it on there? What is it called? My brain's fried right now. We got Cha for 2. I appreciate that, my man. Roll on Kraken. Roll on Kraken. Yeah, I think we can get a little rally, my man. I think we're going to get a rally. It just depends on where it's going to get stuck at. If it gets stuck at about 100, 103K, then so be it. But if it blows through there, I think we're going higher, a lot higher. I just refuse to believe that it's a bear market and there's no alt season. I know Ben Cohen says it's on apathy, not euphoria. There's no euphoria this time. It's different. It's just a bear market. It's over. Roll on Kraken. How the hell do I look at roll on Kraken, my man? Let me see if I can pull it up on Deck Screener. Roll. Roll on Kraken. Oh, I guess it may be on. You said Kraken. What is this roll coin? It's all over the place. It's on BNB, Polygon, Solana, Base, ETH, roll. All right, let me look at. Let me look here. Oh, here we go. Roll. Yeah, this Rolex coin is the one I'm seeing all over the place. So roll. Let's see what roll is. Oh, did you buy this coin, my man? Bought in early. He's rich. You don't have to work anymore. Vacation forever. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't know about you guys, but I don't agree with the people that say money's not. I mean, once you make a lot of money, it's just not worth it. You're never happy. I disagree. Because when I don't have money, life sucks and I'm never happy. So I think the opposite of having a lot of money would make me happy. So really nothing I can do with this coin, my man. I'd say do your research on it. It looks like it's fairly new. High to the low, it's above the 786. It got stuck at the high once again. So it looks like once it breaks 18 with a candle close, 4-hour candles here. Yeah, if you get any kind of candle over 18 to close, then you're in business. This thing's gonna rocket out of here. Looks bullish. Hourly RSI is curling up a little bit. And then where is it headed to? I don't know, because I don't know the market cap. We're at 15 cents. So if it's a low market cap and maybe maybe $1's in play. I don't know what kind of damage that is, but $1, not bad. Got $1.06 at the 3 for a 7 or 6.5, almost a 7x. And then one last thing. Yeah, you held over the 382 and bounced. So from the low to the high, it stayed bullish over about 14. And used to get over 16.5 right now. And it's even more bullish on roll. Yeah, highly unlikely. Yeah, I know, but we can hope and dream that there is some sort of a actual move up. Yeah, there's a good chance it's going to hit 103, 105K or so, and then it's over. So Jones, can we look at Turbo? Ibrahim with his amp again. People that say that about money are the ones without money. I don't even want to be rich. I just want money to get out of debt and, have a decent house, car, take care of my kids, my parents. How would that not make you happy? It's the choices you make in life. I've been poor for 45 years. I was poor when I was born. I'm ready to have some money and just relax. That's what it's about now. Just being happy. Happy with yourself, content with the people in your life, and provide for your kids, if you have kids, and the people you love. Okay, we're gonna look at Turbo here, and then we're probably gonna end this really soon because there's nothing happening. I don't even know if we're on deck screen or okay, we're on the right one. But yeah, you guys remember there is a link. It's just something I'm trying out, but there is a link to ZORA. They have last I heard, over 2 million active users. It's like a social media crypto site where you can put anything you want. You can put a picture of your burnt toast on there and someone's going to buy it. Like a coin. I mean, there's no stopping the dilution of the market, so might as well feed into it. Feed the beast. It's over anyway. It's all feed the beast. It's over. But if you guys want to support a little bit, you can go on ZORA. If you're on ZORA, and click on that link and just making a horde of zombies for you guys. I don't know. Something to do. Happiness is important for sure. Yeah. All right, let's look at Turbo here. I don't think we missed anything to really look at. There's nothing happening. We've been sitting here for years with people saying the news this, the news that, FOMC meeting this, Trump said this, we did just everything, and it's just we're in the same spot. We're not doing anything. Bitcoin doesn't know if it wants to be bullish or bearish. And I'm looking at our macro Turbo chart. Hopefully Turbo takes his time here, but I did look at the chart earlier. We did break the 618 on this monthly candle. New candles in here, which we've already had. So there's a good chance, I pulled the channel down here, there's a good chance we wick down and tag this area around 9.7. It doesn't have to come all the way down there. It could stop at about 120012. So until we see it clearly break down, I'm still macro bullish on Turbo here. It needs to get back above about 183 to have a decent move up, but what we're looking on this one is the top of the channel again, so around this 6 to 13 cent area. So if Turbo doesn't die for here, it's got a really good shot at a really decent move. So if it continues to go sideways, even down a little more, if it comes down to 9.7, that would be a really good price to get in. It may die from there, but you got to take that shot because Turbo here, to not even make it all the way back to the top of the channel, is a 40x, and then if it wicks above it or goes a little higher, that's an 83x on Turbo. So Turbo, I think, has a shot at a large move. We just need the market to give us alt season or something to happen. But yeah, a Turbo chart. Turbo's another one I would buy. I would buy Link and Litecoin before Turbo, but Turbo's on the top 5, I would have to say. Turbo and BONK and some of these other coins. As long as they're holding up. All right, you're holding support at the 236 right now, high to the low. You're holding over. The bottom is in over 1.4. But it's getting stuck every time at the... Yeah, the monthly candles are getting stuck at that 382. So you need a monthly close over about 0.02. And then you could be short-term bullish for a push higher. And then the breakout would be confirmed over 0.03. Then we can actually have a run up on Turbo. But it's doing nothing right now. Could go down more. Momentum says the momentum is down. Perspective is what's important. Metal says I'm 45 too. Yeah, I think Roger's 40 something. No, Roger's older. Ibrahim says AMP. All right, we'll finish this with AMP, I guess. And then I'm just going to get off and go relax. My body's sore. I think we're going to go play some old school Nintendo, to be honest. Just sit and chill. Yeah, AMP is in the same spot, my man. It hasn't moved. Either the bottom is in or it's not. It's starting to curl up on the RSI, but it still tells us we're bearish. And it's doing nothing. It's just sitting here. You did put in a macro low. So you would have to think it's the bottom for AMP. And as you can see, we're still getting stuck at that 236. So it needs to get over about 2.7 area. Put a bottom in. Bullish over 3.8 up to 4. Pretty much the same thing we said last time. So once it finally moves in a direction, then we can kind of see where it's going. But it has to break those levels there. But it's pretty much on the bottom. Starting to shift up on the monthly. The weekly's already flipped bullish. So we'll just see what happens with AMP. But AMP just has the chart that a lot of coins have. They came all the way back down to the bottom. If not, they put in a slightly higher low, and then they're just sitting here doing nothing. Dead in the water. We got no whack in the house. I'll be 58 in April. Where did the time? Oh, man, I know. Especially when you go look on Facebook at the Facebook memories. I'm always seeing my kids little. It feels like it was yesterday. And now they're all grown teenagers and out of school. From little kids to little grown people now. It sucks. Papa Cho says, hey Chief, can we look at SERP on daily chart? Blink and the ride is over. I told you not to blink. Oh, man. Yeah, me and my buddy at work were just talking about that. He's 2 years younger than me. And then we started talking. We were like, man, before we know it, we're going to be 50 and then we're going to be 60, bro. And then it's over. And we were both talking about what we're talking about now. It's just, we're at that point in our lives to where the kids are grown. Relationships are done with, that were there. And it's just trying to find happiness. Get out of debt and find happiness. And just be content with life and enjoy the good things. Enjoy a good drink. Enjoy a good meal. Enjoy friends. That kind of thing. And, of course, enjoy your kids. But, yeah, we're getting off topic here. All right, we're going to look at, what did he say? He said, Chief, let's look at syrup. All right, this is the last one here, unless a super chat comes in, but I'm ready to get off here. There's nothing happening. And the other reason I would like to make money, because I would like to do this full time again. If I could start doing this again for 4 or 5 hours a day and get back to doing my walks and stuff, that would be nice. That's my dream. Maple Finance is stuck at the 382. It doesn't look bad. You're making higher highs and higher lows. Got a little channel in play. 3-day chart. You said look on the daily. 3 days just flip bearish. You're stuck at the 382. So as long as you're below 3.5, you're just above it, but it looks like it broke below it on the 3-day and it's getting stuck. So that means daily candles are getting did close below. So this 354, it has to hold over. And then on the other direction, and like I always say, market structure is key. So the daily chart here is starting to curl up with the stock RSI bullish cross, but it's yet to be bullish. The momentum is not up yet. But as we always go over, as long as you're making higher highs and higher lows, which you do have hidden bullish divergence. I don't know what the hell that was. What happened? My computer glitched out. But as long as you're making higher lows, that's bullish. So you are holding the 382 at about 335. So you tagged it and you're getting stuck. So you're stuck between the 382s at the moment. So right now, two stay bullish, or you could fall down to the 0.538 or 236 area is 335. You're at 355 at the moment. So if you continue to get stuck here and you don't hold bullish, 5% drop, then you could easily drop down 13 to 16%. And then at that point, it's bearish, bearish, bearish. So it's either or. But it is technically bullish right now with that market structure with the higher lows. And like I said, you do have the lower low on the RSI, higher high on the price, or higher low on the price. So that is bullish hidden divergence. So it is holding bullish and it does have that divergence. So it should have a pump to the upside here. So if it does run for a higher high, maybe the 618 comes into play, gets over 3.5, breaks through 40. And then makes a little spike up to about 45. And then if you can break over 45, then you have a shot at way higher prices. The downtrend would be officially over on this coin here. But macro-wise, zooming out to the weekly and the monthly, lower lows and lower highs, not looking the greatest, but you could argue it's a very large bull flag like that, as you can see. Macro bullish still. Bullish and bearish at the same time. Maybe you should stream gaming. I tried that in the past and I don't have the attention span to do that. I tried on here. I don't know if you guys remember. I tried doing I don't know if you can do that on YouTube and not get banned, but doing the website where you do the slot machines. Yeah, there's a website I use. You just put Tether on there. You can put Bitcoin, Tether, Litecoin, so many different cryptos on there. You just use those to play the slot machines, the casino, and I've won a couple $100 here and there, but none lately. But that would be a fun thing to do. They have many different games that we could go through and play on boring streams like this. We could be doing one right now. You guys could send me $5 in Tether and then or whatever, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and then I'll take that 5 and we'll pull a couple of machines and see if it turns into anything. If we win money, you get your money back. Or something like that. We tried that one time, one stream, we did that for a couple of minutes, and then I think two people got on here and started saying, "Oh, you're promoting gambling, I'm leaving the channel." They got all butthurt about it. Which doesn't make sense because a lot of crypto is gambling. And then you have the people say crypto's not gambling. But it's gambling. It's the same thing when you bet on sports. It's gambling. DraftKings, FanDuel, whatever you're using. Price Picks, it's all gambling. Casino, crypto, deck screener, Coinbase. It's in the same spot, so this is the last thing we're looking at. Akash Network is over the 236 at the moment at 42. If it holds 42, higher lows in play. It needs to get over 74 pretty much to be bullish. Breakout over 183. Until then, it's still bearish. Macro bottom could be in, but there is no momentum right now. It's doing nothing. So 42 and then 74. You see some people gambling and winning loads. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm poor, so I usually do like the 5 cent or the 10 cent spins, sometimes the 20 cent spins, but sometimes like I would make a couple $100, build it up, and then once you get up to that level, you can start doing the dollar spins. And when you do the dollar spins, when you get a good play, then it starts racking up. Just don't be greedy. Time to move to Mexico, he says. Yeah, you got to keep putting out your videos, my man. I've been watching them on my break and lunch break at work. That's all I do is get my lunch out and just put your videos on. I think I've watched them all already. But it's interesting to see how it works over there. You guys go check out Roger. Show some love for Roger. Savvy Living Mexico. Just type that into YouTube. But yeah, let's see some people gambling. Okay, I read that. But yeah, we'll leave it there for now. We did make it to 1 hour. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck and peace out.